In the early 1960s, American farming was changing faster than ever before. Fields were getting bigger, implements were getting wider, and a tractor was no longer just a tool. It was a long-term decision. Hello, I'm Ryan. Welcome to Legendary Tractors. A farmer didn't just ask, what can this tractor do today? He asked, what will this tractor still be doing 10 years from now? John Deere and International Harvester both built outstanding tractors. But when it came time to sell them, they told two very different stories. This video looks at those stories, not through the test results or sales numbers, but through the brochures put out by the manufacturers themselves. When John Deere introduced the 4020, the tone was restrained and methodical. The cover doesn't try to persuade you. There's no slogan, no bold declaration, no claim of being the biggest or strongest tractor in the field. Just the model names and the tractor controls, plainly presented. Deere isn't selling the tractor on the cover. They're asking you to open the brochure. Instead of leading with horsepower or plow counts, Deere devotes space to how the tractor systems work, how power is delivered and controlled, how the operator interacts with the machine. Rather than emphasizing strain or struggle, Deere focused on systems, hydraulics, transmission logic, control placement. The tractor is rarely shown at its limit. Instead, it is shown working smoothly and predictably. The message is subtle but consistent. This tractor has been carefully thought through, so the farmer doesn't have to worry about what comes next. Now look at how the operator station is shown. The background is clean. The tractor isn't straining. Nothing looks chaotic. The message is subtle. This tractor works smoothly, and it expects the operator to work with it, not fight it. Now compare that to International Harvester's Farmall 806 brochure. Tone changes immediately. Big type, bold color, and right across the page. This is not accidental. International Harvester is making a declaration. They take a very different approach with the Farmall 806. The brochure wastes no time establishing authority. Total Power King. The tractor is shown pulling hard, working deep, and dominating the field. Horsepower and drawbar performance are emphasized repeatedly. The visuals reinforce strength, momentum, and mechanical confidence. This is not marketing about tomorrow or 10 years from now. Look at how the 806 is photographed. The tractor is digging in, throwing soil, clearly under load. IH wants you to feel the work being done. You're not asked to imagine efficiency or longevity. You're asked to imagine what happens when this hits a field tomorrow morning. With this brochure, you notice how often IH brings the conversation back to plow bottoms, drawbar performance, and acres covered. Instead of diagrams, you get outcomes. Instead of systems, you get strength. You are explicitly told that this is the toughest tractor ever built. Put these brochures side by side. John Deere is explaining how farming is changing. International Harvester is proving they can handle whatever farming throws at you. John Deere presents modern farming as a system. Efficiency, coordination, reduced fatigue. International Harvester presents modern farming as a tested capability. Power reserves, mechanical authority, confidence in all difficult conditions. Neither philosophy is wrong. They are answering different realities on different farms. By 1968, John Deere refines the 4020 with a side console. The brochure does not frame this as a fix, but as progress. Notice how Deere talks about this change. They don't say, we fixed a problem. They say, we improved the experience. The operator is treated as part of the machine's overall designs. Controls are grouped logically, labeled clearly, positioned where your hands naturally fall. Deere is treating the operator as part of the system. The tractor becomes less something you fight and more something you manage. Now let's turn to the Farmall 856, the successor to the 806 and contemporary of the side console 4020. Right away, something changes. The brochure leads with a new phrase: position, comfort, design. That's a major shift. Look at what IH highlights now. We see adjustable seating, steering wheel position, control reach. Power is still there, but now IH is acknowledging the farmer's endurance. This isn't a retreat from strength, it's an evolution. On a dealer lot in the 1960s, these brochures did very different jobs. The Deere salesman talked about efficiency, control, long days made easier. The IH dealer talked about power, confidence, getting through the hardest work. Neither pitch was wrong. They simply spoke to different farmers, and often to the same farmer at different points in life. The John Deere 4020, the Farmall 806, and the Farmall 856 didn't become legendary because one outperformed the others. They became legendary because each one understood its moment. The 4020 made complex farming feel manageable. The 806 proved that raw strength still mattered. The 856 showed that comfort and power could coexist. These brochures weren't just selling tractors. They were selling different ideas of progress, and that's why we still talk about all three today. That's what makes them legendary tractors. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. Have yourself a great day, and please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.